Hey guys, this is Oshi and this is going to be this happened November, which is like ridiculous because where the hell is 2021? Even though it's not like I'm gonna miss it because it wasn't as good or just simply better than the previous one. So you know what? I don't even care. But November, that was an interesting one. So definitely started better than the previous one because I got my dragon deck and that was happiness. But unfortunately, um, big thing happened, as you can see from the title. It wasn't me who got COVID, at least I don't think so, but who the hell knows these days. uh, it was November was supposed to be my nephew's first birthday month, and poor thing spent his first birthday in lockdown, in quarantine, because his father got COVID, and they were quarantining together because by the time the test was done and everything, they spent too much time together, and besides, someone needs to take care of him. So that was, Boggy, my sister. But the whole thing, how the health system here handles COVID cases is ridiculous because they did 2 home tests prior to going to the official one, and they are not cheap tests, the home ones, and both of them were negative. But he kept saying that he never felt this bad ever. So we were like, but he has 2 negative tests, so it's probably just men. As I know, and we were sexist. Let's be honest. But and then they went and paid a lot of money for getting tested, and when I mean that. When I say a lot, it's such an amount that someone with a regular paycheck, they just can't afford a test like that. And unfortunately, here, getting tested is not something that's a priority because I guess the general way people are looking at it is like, you're gonna get it anyway, so who cares? So yeah, they got tested and that was positive, which was like awesome. And then they started quarantining, and when he started getting better, about, I think that was at least 4 days by now. We were hoping that after more than 2 weeks, because they were quarantining. By the way, the health whatever who administered the test, they should have reported them as a positive case. His his general practitioner should have reported it. No one got in touch. No one told them that they should officially be in quarantine or whatever. They just did it because they care about other people. But at least 3 other people in that side of the family were running around with COVID, and they like just like, oh, but we don't really care. We don't have such bad symptoms, so So I'm just getting more and more frustrated with the whole thing. But yeah, by the time my sister's husband, our brother-in-law, are started to get better, my sister started to show symptoms. So right now, and that's probably ongoing for at least 3 days by now, and she got a call yesterday from the ambulance that's gonna come out and test her son, my nephew, because when the doctor ordered the test, they forgot to add my sister to the list. But at least that can be fixed, and they're gonna come 4 days from now, which means she's gonna get tested after a freaking week. And it's already limited what she can take because she's breastfeeding and all that jazz. But she's gonna get any sort of treatment she would get any sort of treatment if we would rely on the healthcare system, but we don't fucking do that. So she's already taking all the other stuff that she can while breastfeeding. But if that wouldn't be a case, she would get treatment well a week after the symptoms are starting. So I honestly am getting that feeling that, people are like, there's too many people, who cares? And it's just, it's frustrating and disappointing and makes me sad on a whole new level, because it's such a level that not we, because I do care about other people, but so many people can just objectify other people and just say that, they are, that's their problem, it's not mine, I don't care. I don't know, it's just, I don't know what the frick is going on with the world these days. So yeah, that was fun. We haven't seen my nephew for more than 2 weeks now, and they were all here almost every day ever since he was like 2 months older or less even. So it's kind of sucks. Plus, the birthday and everything. And now maybe my other sister won't be able to come home for Christmas because of flight restrictions again. So we're heading into December with a cheery prospect. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to stay positive, obviously, but it's kind of fun that every time I start thinking about what to talk about in these happened videos, it's just, these days the shit outweighs the good one, which is kind of sad, because obviously the month started good. I got the deck, but, and no offense to the Stephanie or to the deck creators on anything, but it's not on the same level as having my nephew here or my sister for home for the holiday. And I know you understand, but I'm just saying. So yeah, even though I'm happy to play with decks, I'm very, very excited to uploading on my second channel. I'm uploading pick a card readings, and I'm really, really enjoying it, and I'm getting a lot of positive feedback, which is really cool. I wanted to do live readings, but my cold, which started more than 2 months ago now, is refusing to just leave my body. And I reached that point that I actually went to the doctors, and I was like, okay, give me something, because it's not going away. Which was like, I wrote an email on Sunday. I was expecting a reply on Monday with the recipe, that's the word? The one that, no, it's not recipe, that's the prescription. Because in Hungarian it's the same word for a recipe and the prescription. And this, sometimes my brain can't just forget that one word that we use. But there was no answer on Monday, and work was just so busy that I simply had no time to actually think through that, hey, I haven't got a reply from the doctors. Weekend came around again, and I was like, oh shit, I don't have a prescription for antibiotics still. And then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna write on Sunday because that was useless. I'm gonna write on Monday, just hours before the doctor's hours start. That was also useless. So I was told that someone was gonna write on Tuesday. They didn't, for my family. So I was like, great, if I would have known, I would have called the office already, but I had to call them on Wednesday. They didn't pick it up during all the 5 hours long doctor's office hours or whatever. So I sent another email, and I was like, I tried to call today, what the hell? And then I got a reply about half an hour after the hours ended, and I was like, finally. And I started taking it, and I'm already on the 5th day out of the 6, and I don't feel anything. I mean, I don't feel better. My nose still gets really stuffy, and I know that it's not a big problem, and that's why I don't think I have COVID, by the way, because I could have gotten from my sister before we found out what was going on. But my only symptom is that my nose gets stuffy, and sometimes I cough, but it's just like all the bullshit that goes down to my lungs, so I'm not worried about that. But I noticed that my nose, the bone, was sensitive to touch weeks before the symptoms get worse again, because when I originally got sick, I was sick for about a week and a half, like really sick. And it sucked because I had to work, so I couldn't, actually take time to rest and get better how I normally would have done. Normally, when was that? Uh, Ever since I work, I can't really take days off for being sick, which kind of sucks. Even though, I have the right, it's just not happening. And once that worst part was done, I still had, the stuffy nose stayed, and by that I mean, like when I sneeze, my whole brain fills up with snot, and it's just not fun. And like you can hear it, you can how I speak. It's just still stuffy, and I realized that this part of my nose was sensitive to touch, and I was kind of getting worried because that's the bone. And then I got sick again, and I was like, okay, so the bacteria or whatever this mutant shit is living here. So, I try to treat it topically as well, and it's not getting better. And I'm not going anywhere near any doctor's office with the new variant and everything, but I don't know if you can spare some healing energy or you can have a practical a suggestion, even though I tried every natural remedy and everything that we, used over the years. So people suggested stuff already to me, and I tried everything. But I don't know, it's kind of fun because I took 2 days off, so I have a 4 days long holiday weekend. And I'm already again spending it with being sick, which is kind of like bleh. But what I did as well, and even though this is early into the next month, or no, I'm filming it, before December starts, so technically this still, belongs to November. I released my second Oracle deck, and there was a typo on one of the cards, so I had to pull the design and I had to resubmit it, and now I'm waiting it for to get approved again, which is kind of fun because I posted it everywhere and people expressed interest, even though people said that they're gonna put it on their wish list. So I'm not that worried that I'm missing out on sales with it anyway. And to be honest, I aimed the deck for Valentine's Day because that's usually the time when people start asking for, relationship readings more than general. But then I realized that, hey, holidays are good for that as well. And I'm getting really positive, feedback, which is, I'm not saying I'm surprised in a way that, okay, I don't know how to say it without me sounding smug or, like an egotistical narcissist. Because I knew that what I created was usable, because that was my aim. And when I started using it, it was, it's not as hard to create an oracle deck, I think, if you chose the right keywords, than, for example, a tarot deck. So I'm not going to sit here and say that. And I really tweaked, and I really tried to put together a deck with a lot of good keywords that you can use in relationship readings. And I went through all of my decks that I use for those readings, and made a list of the keywords that I want, and I checked what else I was missing maybe, so I would have something whole and complete. So I wouldn't, because I made the deck for myself first and foremost, but I was thinking that maybe it can be useful for other people, because there are no human beings in the deck, there are buildings. So if you have an issue with people in love oracle decks, or you don't know, because you offer readings, you don't know that person you're reading for, they don't have to disclose their gender identity, their sexuality, because that shouldn't be important. But sometimes for reading to not be triggering, or not be just something that the other person feels that you're dismissive, because they don't tell you that they have a certain sexuality, and you're reading it as a straight card because, you know, there's a straight couple on it. I think it's easier, you know, if there are no people, and I think the buildings are perfectly able to show the emotions or the keywords, and other people told that, so that was like a very positive feedback because, like I said, I'm not saying I'm surprised because that was my plan, but it's still surprising that I hear other people actually really see what I saw. I know this is a mindfuck, but hey, that's how I think. So yeah, I'm not surprised by my own. I think that's the Libra in me. I mean, I always thought that this was part of my Aquarius thing, but I'm trying to, you know, learn more astrology, and this must be the Libra, you know, to seeing all the sides at once, which is interesting. And I didn't realize that it could be the Libra because I have a Libra sun sister, and she's usually, I'm not saying she's not like that, but she wasn't really vocal about it. I think that's so. You know, I never got that impression, but maybe I was just too, well, a big sistery, so she didn't say it. I don't know, but yeah, I think that's November. I mean, I don't think I got any new decks. I got the Hidden Realm, but I still haven't opened it, so that doesn't matter. I got the Reclaim Oracle as a gift, which I already filmed the walkthrough, and it's too far away, and I'm not gonna get up because I don't want to stop the recording. I can see it, you can't, but I'm gonna post the walkthrough and the flip through soon. But I'm using that on the Feel Good Friday readings that I restarted. I'm planning on using that for that type of reading because that's aimed at, you know, working on something that we can do for our well-being and mental health deliberately. So those readings are tailored to that question. So it's not about how the week is going to be, but let's pick a focus area and let's see what we can do to just get better and feel better regarding that. And that's my aim. That's why I like doing that. So I moved it to Friday so people will have more time to watch it during the weekend. And I like the name Feel Good Friday. I have a thing for, you know, good matching names. What else? What else? Two of my live streams that I was really looking forward to, the one with Anna Mollers, who illustrated the Occasion Tone and the Smoke, Ash and Embers. Didn't, you know, it fell through because unfortunately, for some reason, StreamYard didn't connect his phone, so we couldn't talk, which kind of sucks. It's gonna be rescheduled because his PC was, you know, there was some problem with it, so it was at the repairs. And as soon as he gets it back, we're trying to find a time, but I'm not sure when because for him, weekdays. I'm sorry, my nose is like. Ugh. You know, the early hours on weekdays is best, but I'm working and I don't have any extra days off before the holidays. I mean, I have one, but that's the day when my sister's supposed to come home, so we'll see. I don't wanna, you know, exchange the two. But yeah, we will find the time. And the other one is with Goliath, and unfortunately, you know, it's just life. There was something that came up and he couldn't, you know, he had to take care of some stuff, which is completely understandable. And we're gonna find a day for that as well. I'm not sure when because, you know, things happen and I'm completely destroying my screen protector. I don't know why. But what else? I think that's pretty much, and it's already 20 minutes. How much I can talk, it's kind of surprising. But I think it's because, you know, a lot of people say that when they are doing videos, it's easy for them because they are just talking to the camera. But I know I never just talk to the camera. I always talk to you guys, and I have a you in my head that consists of people who are regularly comment, and I talk to, even if not comment, then, you know, who I had some sort of a friendship or connection on Facebook, for example, which I still hate. But yeah, so I guess I'm just, talking to you guys. This is pretty much how I would talk in real life as well. And I have a cat on my bag. Oh no, it's just, can you look? She's sleeping now. Yeah, I guess, I think, yeah, my hair is growing out. I think that's all. I'm gonna shut up because nothing else is coming to mind. I'll probably miss something important, but that's pretty much how it happens all the freaking time these days. My room is currently under construction. That's why I'm not sitting at my usual spot. Had to change things around. As soon as I finish it, I'm gonna probably film a walkthrough because I change everything again because that's me. But yeah, the cat in the other room is starting to, started to jump on the door, and probably that you can hear it, or even if you're not, I can't, so I have to go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.